Hello there, this is Razorflamekun, and in the previous episode we went through the controls. However, I forgot to mention one control, and that is the C button, which allows you to cast spells. Now, I also changed the view distance down by half, and I decreased the texture size to medium, so hopefully I'll be able to record more. Anyways, in this episode, we're going to go through even more stuff, and I'm going to go through this first. And that is your inventory screen. To access it, normally when you press tab and open your journal, you're on this page to begin with. Here's your health, magicka, and fatigue. Fatigue is if you run, it goes down. Magicka is used for magic spells, and health is pretty obvious. Anyways, to access your inventory, click here. Your inventory is divided up into, I believe, items. Like I actually did no. This is your entire bag. This is weapons. This is armor. This is potions and alchemical stuff. And this is miscellaneous items, books, keys, and miscellaneous items. So now. And that just about does it for that. Here's your magic screen. There are three different kinds of magic. Greater powers, which can only be used once per day. Lesser powers, which can only be used, I think, once an hour or something like that. I don't remember how often. I think these can be used indefinitely, actually. And your regular spells. Some spells cost more, and as your destruction or the related skill goes down, goes up, I mean, the magicka cost goes down. So this shows spells from all the different schools, and there are several different schools. There's alteration, destruction, illusion, mysticism, and conjuration. And I'm not sure if I said destruction, but destruction as well. Anyways, so that's that. This is for targeted spells, where you have to use the target. You have to send the spell on a target. This is touch spells, this is self spells, and this is the spells and active effects you have. This is your map, and you're going to be going through this a lot. As of right now, I have very little of the map explored, but I'm telling you this map is absolutely huge. I would compare it to probably... Oh, I don't even know what to compare it to. Maybe Twilight, maybe all the overworlds combined in Twilight Princess. Anyways, the doors indicate dungeons, or caves. I believe they're caves. No, those are caves. The other one are the door that you saw in here is for dungeons or places of interest. The little cross symbol you see down right next to the three colored bars, the weapon that I'm wielding, the spell icon, and the minimap. In the minimap, or the compass rather, right next to the cave icon, right where it says NE, right to the left of that little crossing that's whited out, that shows you where Welkind ruins are. That is where you find all sorts of goodies. They can be medium, normal, small, medium, or large, or very large. And the whited out background means that you haven't discovered it yet. That icon there in the compass between the west and southwest is where the cities are, and that just about covers everything. Now we're going to get into some actual gameplay. As we said, E to jump, AWSD to move, and we're going to go exploring. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you around. Sometimes you can't get up these hills, so you have to go around them. So now, when you're going through, okay, don't these are for a mod that I'm not going to explain right now, but I will explain them later. I'm trying to look for alchemical ingredients. Out here in the wild, alchemical ingredients grow rampant. Well, not rampant, there's a set number of them, but they grow. And there's also wildlife that you can kill for items. Anyways, as soon as I find a freaking... Ah, here we go. Perfect. There is a quest in this game that requires you to collect these Nirnroot plants. There are, I believe, if I can remember correctly, 63 in the game, and you'll want to collect them all. So to collect them, I believe you just press the spacebar on them. And here's the quest information for the quest. I'm going to read this later. Just wanted to show you that. Now, Nirnroots, do not, whatever you do not use them in spells. See, it's under ingredients. Don't use them. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention in the inventory screen. This number right here, the 100, means that's your current gold. This shield with the 7 next to it is your current defense. And this is your encumbrance. Every item, as you can see, has a set encumbrance next to this button. Most weapons and armor have 2, 3, 4, 5, and even higher encumbrance, while most... Oh, actually, that's for defense. 8, 3, 15. I mean, they have very high, especially heavy armor. They have very high encumbrance, but leather armor has very low encumbrance. So, actually, there's one thing. To get rid of an item, you just click and hold the left mouse button, and then you can press this. No, not the space bar. You can press. I think. Gotta remember how you throw items again. It's been so long. I think you just do that. Come on. No. No. Okay, hold on a second. Controls. Controls. Attack, activate. Backslide, block, cast, ready weapon, sneak. Run, always run. Auto move. Jump, change view, journal, wait. Oh, I need to explain wait. Grab, Z, there we go. That's the key I was looking for. Okay, T. When you press the T button, it brings up this screen. You can have it, you can set it to wait a specific amount of time. This is set on a 24-hour schedule and a 7-day week schedule. It's pretty easy to figure out the schedule. However, this allows you to rest from 1 to 24 hours, and I would highly recommend you not rest outside of a town, wait outside of a town, because of the fact that monsters, while they're waiting, can come up in while you're sleeping, and they can do some stuff. As you notice, when you gain levels like that, in order to gain levels, you have to do the specific task in order to increase the experience. Each action you do increases the experience. So now I'm going to show that once I can find it. Okay, blade. Every single successful attack on an enemy you do with a sword increases your blade. It gives you blade experience. Same thing with blunt, but only with an axe. Every hit you take that deals damage, actually it's every hit that you take, period, and all of them deal damage, increases your heavy armor experience. Alchemy, every single potion you brew increases experience. Alteration, every single spell you cast in the alteration school increases alteration experience. Same with destruction, but only when using destruction spells. And same with restoration, but only when using restoration spells. In order to increase armor, you have to first buy a repair hammer, and then use the repair hammer on your weapons and armor that are damaged to increase this level. Athletics, just run. Just running or walking increases it. Block, every single attack you successfully block using your shield increases the experience. Hand-to-hand, every single time you attack with your fists increases this. Conjuration, same thing as Alteration and the other ones, the Alteration and Destruction and Restoration, only you have to cast spells from the Conjuration school. Same with Illusion and same with Mysticism. Acrobatics, every single time you jump, you increase experience. And light armor, every single time you get hit wearing light armor, any piece of light armor, you get experience. And I'm not sure, but if you wear more pieces of light armor, you get more experience. Although I'm not sure about that. Marksman, every single successful attack with a bow that you shoot an enemy with an arrow gives you marksman experience. Mercantile, every single time you make a transaction with an NPC that sells and buys stuff, gives you experience in that. And this is probably one of the hardest skills in the game to level. Actually, it's the second hardest. The hardest is Restoration, because you get so little experience from casting those spells. Security, every single time you successfully pick a lock, you gain experience. Sneak, every single time you sneak around, you go into sneak while people are around and do not notice you, gains experience. And this is pretty easy to level up. And Speechcraft, every single time you play a Speechcraft game, which we'll get into later, increases that. So that's all about increasing. So and when you increase, you'll notice something that tells you that is been increased at the top of the screen, like we saw earlier. Sorry for the immense information overload, but I decided that I wanted to get all of the information, like the mechanics of the game, out first, most of them out first in the first few episodes before I actually go into more elaborate things. To swim, hold up while pressing forward so that you don't go down and swim and drown. Just keep on going. And the reason why I'm going this way is to get to the mainland, and you should be able to start seeing it coming up right about now. There's the mainland. Well, the island we were on is where the Imperial City is, which we'll be getting into much later. And I'm sorry for skipping all around, but back to Nern roots, they only grow near water. However, they can grow kind of... What the heck? Whoa! Whew, that scared me. Here is what you do. That's all you do to kill enemies. Also, every single time you swing a sword, you lose fatigue, or any weapon for that matter. And every single time you jump, you use fatigue as well. So now we're going to place the sword away by pressing F, and we're going to go up here. Because now that we're on the mainland, as you can see here on our map, see, we went across here, and the areas that are filled in is where... Actually, what the heck? This is waterfront. We're not, shouldn't be in the waterfront. Anyways, every single... I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, we're just going to go up here, and then we're going to call it an episode. Sorry for lack of progress in this episode, or the last few episodes, but it's just there's a lot of mechanics that I have to get through, and we got through most of them. So, this is Razorflamekun, and may all of your days shine brightly.